Playa del Rey. Starting the bike ride. Whoops. Ow! Just put the pedal right into my knee after starting to take the wrong way. Totally dehydrated. Obviously, my thinking is not that clear, so I'm starting off not good. Nice view of the ocean. When I get this thing set up the right way, I'll be doing video of the bike path and the ocean. To a little lower angle this time, and off we go. Almost crashed into those two people. Definitely not doing good so far. Totally dehydrated. Tongue is like cotton. Didn't drink any water before I started. Usually when I do my videos, I end up speeding them up because I know nobody watches for 2.5 hours. Plus, I don't want to edit out all the music playing in the background. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I am burned out already, and that's what I always say. "10 miles an hour. When I did my ride earlier in the week to Venice, Santa Monica, I was averaging 12, 13 miles an hour. So where are we at now? We're about 11. For some reason, I don't do as good. I'm also riding into some heavy winds. I'm not sure if that's always the case, but I just realized I am going right into the wind. I'd like to get on the path right here. I think I'm going to do that. Do that further up. There are heavy winds. Wow. They are really holding me back. Whew. I am struggling to pedal. Brutal winds. Let's go up a little further and then I'll cross onto the main path up there. That way I don't have to ride through that parking lot with the motorhomes and the smelly propane and the loud music and the nasty people camping. That place looks like a third world country when I go to the camping area. Really looks nasty. Bunch of yee-haw hee-haws. Whew! My pedaling is taking me nowhere fast. I'm gonna try to get up on the path in a minute. Man, am I beat. Going right into these winds. My thighs are burning. Wind blowing past my ears. Feels like a windstorm. 12 miles an hour, 12 and a half. We're all fogged in. All fogged in. TV doesn't look as far as it usually does, though. Oh my God, I have nothing here. The winds, the winds are terrible. There is no way that I can get to Manhattan Beach Pier without getting some water. No way. Where's that water bottle? Wow. You can hear how out of breath I am. I don't know what the winds are, but they're pretty rough for me. Gonna be going up a hill in a minute. Whew, still drinking water. This is one of those times when a water bib, or whatever those are called, would help. So I think, I'm looking right now, the reason this is always a harder ride, I can see this is the elevation, you can just see that it's going up a hill, and I'm hitting winds. I just have nothing right now. I have no energy. And probably the reason it's easier in Manhattan Beach is it levels out. So my thigh muscles are hurting, they're burning. Quads are okay, tuchus is okay, neck isn't bothering me yet, shoulder isn't too tight. So that explains a lot. 9.5 miles over here. I already smell that stinky propane. I don't even know where. Yeah, it's further up ahead. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I had to cut out the music over there. Gone 2 miles in 16 minutes. Took me about 8 minutes to start. So 2 miles in 8 minutes or so. I don't know. No, that's not right. Now we're level, so I'm doing a little better. And then we're gonna go down a hill. What's this kid gonna do? Gonna go down a hill, and then we're gonna go up a hill. And then I think we coast downward towards Santa Monica, all the way to Redondo, Hermosa, Torrance, Manhattan, all mixed up like that. This looks like, is this that smelly motorhome place that I always drive by? Nobody's here if this is it. I think this is it. Yeah, one guy with his propane tank stinking this place up for half a mile around. Everybody's back to school. Nobody's staying here. Good. Get out of town. Why do women wear frilly stuff like that? I would never imagine a guy wearing a shirt that hangs halfway down one shoulder with all that. Why wear that stuff? It looks like this is a mild incline. This time I am recording with GPS figures on the GoPro. I don't know if it's going to drain the battery. I'm going to see if I can try to get the GPS things on the overlay of the GoPro video. .3 miles an hour. That's how bad it is for me now. No energy. Broken glass on the path. That guy's got an electric bike and he's barely going ahead of me. And he's all covered up in a sweatshirt. Ugh. Let's try to ride this hill. Burn some cows. Oh, did that hurt? Let me downshift. I just don't have it right now. Well, I take that back. That's why the place was smelling. That's where it is. It's up there. So that propane exhaust goes for almost half a mile or a mile away. Bunch of vacationing people over here. All these traveling bums stinking up the air, polluting the earth. I'm probably gonna have to edit out the video here because there's always somebody blasting music. Oh boy, does it smell out here. Unbelievable. And the wind is terrible. That guy's got one of the water bags on his shoulder back so he can drink while he's running. Very smart. I'd like to do that, but I don't really like stuff on my back. But I have a bag that I picked up in case I ever decide to do something. No music right now. I believe they just raised the rates on this $75 a night to hook up a motorhome. Retired guy sitting there with his binoculars looking at the ships out there. Come on, buddy, I know you're retired, but get off your tuchus and walk around. Okay, no music this time, I'm happy. But it will be there. Started out late today, it's 11 o'clock for the start of the ride. Normally, I try to get in around 10. But I'm only doing 8.8. Remember my last video? Well, I guess you don't. I was cranking out at like... $13 or something like that. Wow, that guy's flying. I am hurting. I don't blame her for walking. That's what I want to do. Oh my God. I am burned out. I've barely gone anywhere. Not even 3 miles into probably a 20-mile ride. The start is always tough for me, but this is really tough. Had a a brisket and pastrami sandwich for breakfast. No water. Oh boy. Yikes. It's uphill now, but it's not so bad. I am just not moving too well. So I brought 2 little packages of string cheese. That will probably be all hot and mushy and sticky and melted when I get to Manhattan Beach, but yeah, I think it's going to help me a lot. I can't even ride into the wind. In the gear that I normally put it in, I just can't ride into the wind. What am I doing? 8.5 miles an hour. I just don't have it right now. Oh. I do not have it. I don't know how far I'm going to go today. I always say that and then I end up going Torrance, but I'm barely moving today. Again, a lot of it's because of the wind. I see Manhattan Beach way out there. It's another 3 miles away. Looks like it's way, way out there. And I'm just struggling to pedal. I'll be going downhill in a minute. The thing I've noticed about riding is when I take a 5-minute break, it makes a huge difference for me. When I eat something, it makes a big difference. If I drink some water, it helps out too. Yikes. That's all I can say is yikes. Downhill feels good, nice breeze. What am I doing? 13, 14 miles an hour. I should be pedaling, but I'm just coasting, trying to save some energy. Oh, put it in another gear and I can't stay there. No way. It is empty. It's Friday, 23rd of August. About 72 degrees at LAX. Very windy. South Bay, windy. I just don't have it. My butt's killing me. I'm hurting. I am drained. Barely pedaling now. I would say it's about 75% riding into the wind and 25% I just don't have any energy. El Segundo Beach. I have never ridden this slow before doing this route, except on my folding bike. I just don't have it. And I'm sure I'm highly dehydrated. My tongue is just all cottony. I didn't get a chance to drink much last night, and I barely drank anything this morning, which is not good. The only nice thing is you don't have to stop at the bathroom, but I need water. In the middle of El Segundo, heading towards Manhattan Pier. get some water. There's some I am huffing and puffing. I've done almost 4 miles. I'm doing 8 miles an hour. I'm struggling. Heard the news for a couple minutes before I left. Stock market has taken a dump. 2 miles. Remember, I just passed 7.5. Before it was 9.5 after I started. So only 2 miles. Maybe 2.5 miles on the path. Barely pedaling. Yeah, I'll stop in Manhattan Beach and that will help me a lot. So the stock market's falling apart. I invested about 2 weeks ago to day trade. When I went about a month ago. I put an order and waiting for everything to fall apart. When Orange had made his announcements, which he did, and the market dropped, and I bought in, and it probably dropped again, so maybe I'm down on the losing end right now. I don't know, but I'll recover. I'll walk away with a chunk of change in the next probably 2 to 6 months. But Denmark doesn't like us, Europe doesn't like us, Germany can't stand us, France doesn't like us. The only people that like us are Russia and North Korea. Our economy has fallen apart. The farmers that voted for him have lost a huge chunk of their sales because of the tariffs, and they will never get those orders back. They will never get them back. Once they've left this country, they're gone. So that's it for the farmers. The bailout that he gave that's only a partial payment right now. That's not giving them the money they need. It's a lot of money that they shouldn't be getting because they voted for him, and they shouldn't get a bailout. But once the next president comes in, all those farm subsidies are gone, and those people are going to be paying for the rest of their lives with no jobs, no money. People that put them in office thinking they were going to get their coal jobs, those haven't happened. Companies are leaving all over the country now. And because of this, he might have to bail out the richest company, Apple, because of his tariff nightmare. Straight into the wind. Wow. Ah, boy, my butt is hurting. The crotch area of the butt, it really hurts. I just had a reposition on the seat. The head is itchy, but I can't scratch the head. Through my new Bottranger wave cell helmet that I love, and I'm glad that I have it because of the protection, and also because the color is just bright, bright, bright. What else is going on? The jobs market. The jobs market is mostly because of Obama and what he did years ago. And Donnie's been taking credit for that, even though he had nothing to do with it. The only thing he's benefited, the only people he's benefited are the rich that got the tax cut. Everyone else got messed over with their taxes or with the tariffs raising the price of everything. And now he's trying to go after food stamps, which most of the red states depend on, and they depend on benefits. Even though people think it's the poverty and the watch it. What do I say in all my videos? They look straight ahead like they're looking at a cell phone and they're not aware of the world. She just charged right out there. So most of the government benefits don't go to the immigrants and the minorities. They really go to the red states. But just like for 20 years, the GOP insulted and bashed the Dems and Hillary, they've also had decades of lies saying that the minorities are taking the government benefits, when the fact is it's the red states. They do not have jobs. They do not have good jobs. They mentally live in the 1850s. They don't have cable internet or things that most of the country has, because they live out in the middle of nowhere, and they don't really create a lot for major companies to want to invest money. There's no money investing in the red states, except for a Walmart or a church. Put a church on every corner so that people can pray that they're going to get rich. I'm getting a whole bunch of messages on my cell phone. I don't know why. Oh, I can barely get up this hill. I can't believe this. I am just burned out. I really want to do the Torrance ride. I don't know if I'm going to do it. It depends on how I feel when I stop. Okay, I just looked at the oh, I got a text message from my ex-neighbor. Wonder what he's up to. Maybe it's his kid's birthday. No, that already passed. He wants something, I know that. He's not just writing to say hi. My tongue is totally cottony. How fast am I going? 7 miles? 8.8. I just don't have the puch. That's the word. I think it's a Yiddish word, puch. I'm in a really lame gear, just barely moving. Always makes me happy when I see people with a helmet on. Not that it affects my life, but good for them that they are smart enough. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, and then we got a guy with his wife that doesn't care if she hits the ground and gets brain damage. And I think even if you rent a bike out here, they'll give you a helmet. So my right hip is starting to hurt. Oh, we're just gonna coast on in here and do a 5-minute sit down and then decide what I do. And the brain tells me that I want to ride. The hip tells me that I'd be an idiot if I keep going. So we'll see what I do in a minute, because I'm hurting. It's kind of warm and muggy. It's windy, but it's hot. Well, how do I want to say that? It's breezy, but when you have all this stuff on, all this helmet gear and stuff on the arms and the legs, you get warm. I mean, I'm just on level ground right now, 8.8. I'm still at 8.8. I just haven't improved, which is not a bad thing, because when you ride slow like this, you burn more fat. It's also going to take me 4 hours instead of my last ride. I did 28, almost 28 miles. It took me less than 3 hours, I think. Normally, when I take this way, I do 20 miles in 3.5 hours. So yeah, I'm just struggling to get here. It's up at the front of the quads. The quads and the hip, which could be tight or irritated from my last ride, so we'll see. And it's barely 2 minutes away, and I just can barely get there.
Yes.
Oh boy. That homeless guy with those filthy clothes on, he must just stink. Oh, I don't know, people. I really don't know. This is a tough one. $5.75. We're almost at 5.5. So that's 4 miles, almost a little more than 4.5 miles since I started. Oh, my hip. Yeah. I turn off the camera. I take a break. See if I'm gonna head on home, which I think I might do. I think it might be good for me. Just go on home, get a 12-mile ride in, don't push for the other 8. Get home early. Don't irritate the hip or the leg. Take a shower, relax. It is hot out here, man. It's windy, but it's hot. It's humid. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to continue. When you look at that mountain out there, it doesn't look like it's that far away, and it really isn't, but it is. And I'm not feeling bad. I just don't have the energy, which I say every time. But, and look at this. I'm doing 7 miles an hour, barely able to do this. Four miles. 4.5 miles. That's about right. It's a 3/4 of a mile before I turn on the camera. It is warm. Got flashing red lights that I need to stop. You know, but every time I do this, I end up riding anyway, and I just say, just do it, just push through. But it depends how I feel. What is this table for? You got a table, and we got punch. I want some punch. Heal the bay. I don't have any time to heal any bay. I need to heal my leg.
It's real? I think so. It's like
Woman is so busy talking on the phone, she didn't see that she dropped something. This is Manhattan Beach, one of the richest beach cities in the South Bay. And this is the fountain. The left one doesn't work. The right one is plugged up and loaded with sand. And you can see how the city of Manhattan Beach takes care of this. So I think I'm going to be going further. I don't know when it says you can ride your bike. I don't see the sign. I think it's further up. But everybody's riding their bike. I don't know. Oh boy. There's the red light up there. I don't have much battery power left. I think I'm down to 30%. I don't know what happens when it goes out of battery, if it beeps or if it makes a long sound or if I lose the file. I don't know. Nobody got off their bike today except me. The law-abiding citizen of America. Thank you for getting off your bike. I guess I'm gonna get on my bike now. I wasn't gonna do this ride, but I might. I have some energy now. I had a little piece of cheese. I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way, but I've got some energy. Not much. I've got enough to get to Manhattan, to Hermosa Beach. And when I get to Hermosa, I always say I got enough to get to Redondo. I don't know. I got enough to do it, but I'm really thinking, do I want to do this? And I think I'm going to turn around. I just am not into it today. Not that I don't feel good. I just don't have the drive that I need. So we're going to be on a short ride. I could even go down to Manhattan and grab that 1.5 miles. I don't even want to do it. I just want to turn around, because it's kind of muggy to me. I'm really warm. I'm very warm. Part of the reason I'm warm is because I wear skin protection all over my body for while I'm riding out here, except the neck where I use sunscreen. Oh, wait a second. Do I have to walk my bike again? Now, there's a red light flashing, but this time I don't see a sign that says get off your bike. It just says stop. But the light that normally says the sign that says get off your bike, it's gone. Walk bike when flashing lights. But nobody's doing that.
Ah ouais, c'est là. Non mais attendez, c'est énorme.
There's that homeless guy with the dirty, smelly clothes. Yeah, this guy just walks right out in the middle of a bike path. Totally clueless. Like I always say, they are so focused on where they're going and not where they're at. They walk and they don't look. Now, I'm glad that I'm turning around. I'm having a really hard time talking. And normally you would say if you have a hard time talking, that's sunstroke or heat stroke but it's none of that. It's just my mouth is totally dehydrated. My mouth is dry and cottony. So 6-mile ride going home. I can just coast. I'm not even gonna try to go fast. We're 8.8, 9 miles. Man, my tongue is just bleh. I'm gonna go have more water. I didn't fill up the water bottle at that fountain because it was all dirty and sandy and nasty. But I've got 2 bottles right now, so we're good. It'll be a short video. Won't take me 12 hours to upload. I don't have much to edit because there was no music. I'm heading back home. So we'll have about what are we gonna have? Maybe a 12-mile ride, 13-mile ride. I think 13 miles and getting home is better than 20 some miles and going in an ambulance. That was some very nice, I won't say anything. I'm in a really low gear, but that's okay. And I just don't want to try too hard. I don't think I'm gonna need a bathroom before I get home. I'll go hit the shower, lay on the floor with the AC on and the fan blowing on me, dry off, relax, stay home with the dog. 575, 678, I've got about 4.5 miles to go, maybe. And then I'll walk the rest of the way. Starting to get a little more energy. The thing about this helmet, I love this helmet because it's protective, but boy is it hot. It really is hot. It just holds in the heat. And it makes it very hard to ride. Maybe not so much so during a cooler day, but my head just feels like it's boiling. If you're still watching, check out my channel. I did a video on the Bottranger bicycle pump that I bought for $39. Bought for $39. I didn't really want to spend the $89 on the other one. And the $39 works, but I think I'm going to take it back. I still have the labels on there. I'm sure that guy's more interested in watching the street sweeper than running into me. Beach patrol. Yeah, now I'm doing much better. Now I'm feeling better. My head is boiling. I might be feeling better because I know that I'm going home and I'm cooler. I'm cooling down. But I'm still really warm. I'm very warm with all this this sun beating down on me, and it's been a hot week. We've had some really hot days this week, and that could be it too. Yesterday in this area, it got up to about 79 degrees, which for this area is really bad, and it also makes it humid because it's by the beach. So it could be about 76 out here, 70, 75, 70. I think the weather person said it was going to be 76 at the beach. Well, I'm feeling it. Even though it's fogged in, it's muggy. And I just feel like I'm in Palm Springs. So the ride going home is much better. I'd love to take all this gear off and cool down. I think El Segundo's got a water fountain. I put ice in all my water bottles, and half an hour later it was all melted and warm. That guy's got a heck of a speed, a good pace over there, but he's packing a belly on top of his handlebars. I mean, look at this. You just saw what I did going there, and now coming home, I'm at 14.5 miles an hour. Before, I was barely moving at 7. So you can see the difference. I'm also not riding into the wind, and I'm also riding downhill for the most part, so it's a big difference. So I'm going to take that $39 air pump and return it and try to buy the 89. I don't think they're going to say no. It's more money in their pocket. They gave me a good discount on it, so we'll see if they give me a discount on the other one. They might not. If they don't, that's okay. And I did a review on the Toe Peak air gauge. That is kind of weird to use, but it works, it's accurate, and I'm glad I bought it. So I'll go hop in the shower, cool off, maybe go down to the bike shop and do an exchange if they go for it. Well, is he gonna see me? I don't know if he's gonna see me. I don't know. He heard me. Definitely heard me. That's right. Guy's looking at me like he's a big, tough guy. Big, tough guy putting his head up in the air. Oh my God, look at this. Unbelievable. You know, I'm still a guy, and I look at some of this hotness out here, and I go, whoa, check that out. But I just have no interest right now. I don't need the aggravation of a relationship. People are telling me I should get a wife, I should get a girlfriend, I should be dating, I should find my dream girl. And I say, I don't need the problems. Because everybody I know, and I know that's just the reality of two people, you have your different beliefs and your feelings, and I just don't want to deal with all of that. I don't want to take on somebody else's baggage because I have zero baggage. I am the zero baggage king. So, how fast am I going? I'm doing 12.7. I'm feeling a beautiful breeze, but I'm still extremely warm, and I'm not riding into the wind. Definitely not riding into the wind, but I feel the air blowing on me, and it feels not as hot. And so you can see I'm going downward. So that's probably why going there is a hard thing, because it's elevation going up. Going to be a short video. We'll be able to hopefully do the GPS overlays. I got GPS data on the GoPro, and I'm going to have GPS data on the Garmin, and I'm going to try to merge them together, or I'm going to try to do maybe one of each and see if I can make it work, see if it's worth it. Again, I love this helmet, but God, is it hot. It's like a bucket of hot water on top of your head when you're riding. It never cools down. I'm reaching up at the top. It should be cooling down. It's got a weave. It should take air in like any other helmet. It just might be a hot day. He's walking with a bottle of water, and he's probably so hot that he's putting it on his forehead. We're at 7.5 miles. We need to get to about 9.5 or 9 3/4. Then I'll get off the bike and walk it. Yeah, my brain doesn't do good riding in, I know it's sunny, but my brain doesn't handle glare well. Glare or fog or overcast. And it kind of messes up my my nervous system when I see the glare, and then I move through it. So, plus I don't think these glasses are the right prescription anymore, so it's all very odd for me. And it's early in the morning. I'm a night person. I do better late in the day. So all these factors, not such a good day for a ride for me. What's he doing? Hardly any. Okay, I was just going to say hardly any music today. And right as I say that, I ride by a bike that's got some music on, but at least it was quiet. So that's happened about 3 times today. Otherwise, I haven't heard any music blasting or blaring, so I don't have to edit anything out today. Yet. Let's wait until I get back over to the motorhomes. Oh boy, here we do the uphill. The uphill, I'm not looking forward to this because I am still very warm and medically, physically, just not my better days for riding. And I really think a lot of it has to do with I just didn't get enough water in me, and I'm dehydrated and burned out. Eight miles, so we're making progress. Hang glider. If they're hang gliding, maybe I'll do some video. Have you done this before?
No.
You nervous?
No, it's actually not as bad as I thought. You're like floating. Like it's not, you're not going really fast, you're just floating. You're not even that high off the ground if you're looking at it. You're like maybe this high off the entire way.
It's high enough.
And he's holding on to you. So
Yeah, that's true.
it looked a lot scarier than it actually was.
You guys local from here?
Redondo.
Redondo? You're close. I was gonna ride my bike down there and I went, nah, I got to Manhattan Beach and gave up.
Yeah.
It's really windy out there.
Yeah.
What are you gonna name this on YouTube?
It's going on YouTube tonight.
What are you gonna name it so I can...
I'll tell you in a minute. I'll give you my channel name. It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the name of the company?
Windsports.com.
Wind what?
Windsports.
Wind Sports. What do you guys charge?
That's a loaded question. Beginner lesson, one lesson is 160, or a half lesson is 99. To graduate as a fully fledged pilot, you're looking around $3,000.
And what are your hours?
We're here Wednesday through Sunday from noon till about 4 at our mountain, Tuesday through Sunday from about 10 till 6.
Okay, I'm gonna pop that on YouTube with the stuff they did, so you get a free ad.
Yeah, we have information on our table, including the card.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I am back to the bike ride, people. Took a stop to record the skydiving and ended up watching the paramedics try to resuscitate a guy on his bicycle that looks like he had a heart attack. They were working on him for a long time. I'll have to look at the video and see how long it went for. They were doing CPR, they were injecting, they were shocking. He was extremely overweight and probably had a lot to do with the resuscitation, and I don't think he is going to survive or recover. It's probably a massive heart attack or whatever happened to him, and I think at one time I heard them say they had a pulse, maybe, but they kept on doing the CPR to keep the blood flowing, to keep the heart going, and I don't know what's going to happen with that. Probably not a good outcome. I thought I'd get out of there. I really don't want to watch them work on him anymore. It's kind of sad and depressing. And after about 20 minutes or however long it was, they told me to get back, and I said, how far do you want me to get back? The law says I have to get this far back, and they weren't too happy with it, and they just turned away. So I will not be posting the video. I'm going to look at it to see what took place, but I'm not going to show that. Other people might, but I'm not going to do that. So the plan was to do a short ride to Torrance, and I never made it down there because I was too tired. So I ended up shooting video of some people doing skydiving. I think that's what that is, skydiving. I don't know. Mountain jumping, skydiving, who knows. And then after that, a lot of paramedics and ambulances, and they were it's kind of weird because they went to a location and they were all there, and then all of a sudden they all left, and then they went to another location where the guy was on his bike. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if where the call came in was different than where they found him, or if he rode away. I don't know what happened. So just all pretty sad. Sad. That's never a happy thing. See somebody suffer medical anything. and he was just out there. Looked like he was riding his bike, just enjoying his life, getting some exercise. And that's the end of it. So kind of gloomy for me. The bike fell into the sand a couple times, so I'm gonna have to clean that off. But what do I have here? We got a 12 mile ride, so it would have been nice to go to Torrance, get that extra 8 miles in. I could probably do it now. At the time this morning, there's no way I could have done it. This is really burning the thighs. I'm in a high gear. I gotta get out of that gear. I got about 5 more minutes. I'll be off of this bike path. I'm looking for the signs up ahead to let me know where to get off of here. And okay, it's not that road. Is it the stop sign or after the stop sign? So thanks for watching. In this case, I am not gonna edit out the audio or speed things up because I don't have to edit out any music. I don't even know if I'm gonna show. I might show the fire trucks. I don't know. I don't know if I want to show any of that. Some stuff you just don't show on video. And another 4 minutes or so. I'm trying to find out where I get off of this road. Take me a little bit of time to get home, hop in the shower, take the dog for a walk, and rest. Where do I get out of here? 10 miles. I think I've gone past it, haven't I? No. It's that building way down there. Whoa, this airplane is taking off like sideways, banking, but I can't turn the camera to show you. I don't know what's gonna happen. Is he gonna crash? Oh my God, oh my God. No, he was banking very tight. Ow, my legs. Whew. Legs and the breathing. This is where I got off of the bike path before, so I'm not going to walk in the sand this time. What the hell's this person doing? Thinking they're really cool. I'm not impressed. Mental illness everywhere. That's right, people. There is mental illness on the bike path, just like there is in the White House. Another bird scooter dumped in the sand. Poor guy that has to find those things with the GPS and come down here and get it up the hill to charge it. There's the building, there are the lights. Now that was my first experience witnessing CPR happen up close. And it kept going on and on and on. And it was also my first experience watching the body get shocked and doing the injections and the paramedics, and those guys were really trying. They tried and tried and tried and tried to save his life. You know how you watch TV and you see they do it in the emergency room for so long and then they say call it, and that's it. These guys didn't call it for a long time, and I wouldn't be surprised if they called it after I got out of there. They kept it going. They were trying. Look at that dog over there. Too cute. A perfect selfie. That was a cute dog. Oh, where can I get across the sand or turn around? I don't want to ride too much further to turn around, but I don't want to walk through the sand. There it is up there. So what have we done? 12 miles, 12 and a half miles almost. By the time I'm done, it will be about 14. Not a bad ride. That extra, I got 6, 7, 8, that extra 8 miles, I just didn't need it. I'm okay, I'm glad I didn't do it. And I'm getting this done just in time to get home and get to the bathroom and get in the shower. I guess they're the same thing, aren't they? The shower and the bathroom. I gotta go up this hill. My legs are hurting. Yeah, what a gloomy kind of day. What a sad day. Seeing that guy lying there. I tell you, people, you know, it's not everything, but diet is a big thing. Overweight is a big thing. Overweight is a huge thing. And when you get over about, I think they say when you get over 50, your odds of having a heart attack and a stroke increase every year. So if you're substantially overweight and you're eating a bunch of garbage and your arteries are clogged, it might be fun to eat that stuff, but you're really not doing yourself a favor. The guy that I just saw was not that old, and he probably had another 30 years to live. But what can you say? The light's going to change. Is it going to be on walk for me? Probably not. I don't care. I can wait. The light changed, and it changed again in 1 second. Let's see if it changes again. Whew! Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, leave a comment, do that thumbs up. That's it, I'm done. Camera off.